important that you make sure you have a lot of oil in the engine compartment. Also, you take this steering mechanism and wiggle it like this and watch that there is no play in this arm that goes down. Check your shocks, and also observe if there's anything like bolts loose or anything like that. It'll show that it's been wearing. Then I go around, and of course you have to check your lights. You go inside and flick on the light. You walk around the back. Just make sure your fuel cap is on good. This is the unit that is hooked to the trailer and cools whatever's inside. The refrigeration unit, that's what we call a reefer. And then you check your tires, see if they're inflated properly. Well, at least that they're not flat. But it's important that the lights are turned on, your flashers are working. You look in the rear end mechanism, all these airbags, make sure they're inflated. This particular item would be one of the things that might wear. If this was not working properly, I mean wore out, there'd be evidence that is loose, and it'd be rusty looking. Then this is your fifth wheel. This is a part that has to be pulled out when you uncouple from a trailer. The way I'm situated here now, I could back straight up, and with this thing open like that, I back into the kingpin that's called on that trailer. As it contacts, that lever goes in, and there's a jaw comes there and locks it, that we're hooked up properly. Once we've hooked up to a trailer, we're supposed to give a check to see if it's actually hooked up properly, and by that we put it in a low gear and try to tug, and if it's not coupled properly, then it would pull away, and you wouldn't be hooked up properly. Legally, we're supposed to walk back, crawl underneath, and with a flashlight and look to see that those jaws have come together as we've made contact to the trailer. If you look up through that slot where that kingpin went in, you'll see that the jaws have closed, so that I am hooked. I could get out on the highway now to move after I hook up my airlines. And then I take the airline, take it off, hook it on here. We call this glad hands. Looks like a hand. And this is the light cord that puts up the light, or puts on the lights, and this completes the hookup. Now I'm ready to go. This is the button that releases the tractor brakes. Now, even though I push that in, there's still no way I can move that rig until I push this one. That's a trailer. It says trailer air supply. Now, see we're rolling a bit there. When I push that in, then everything was released. I'd be ready to go if I had them dollies turned up. Now, when I go to unhook the trailer, I need to make sure both of these are pulled out. So all the brakes are on now. It can't roll away. And I get out and come back here and uncouple these airlines. And they call this a dummy coupler. You always make sure you hang up the hoses. Don't leave them dangle, because they could touch the ground, and as you drive away, the wheels might run over them. Yeah, this light cord, put it up here, and then this one goes on here. And then you have to, in order to uncouple that underneath there, again, I'll show you, we have pin puller, they call this. And you notice that before that handle that came out there, you don't have to reach in there and you get all dirty. So we have these things. You put them in there, there it is. Now I'm coupled to that and I give this a quick jerk. Now those jaws have opened up. Nice meeting you people.